Hello, my name is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent consultant with the Nikken company. And this is a product showcase that we do every week live on Thursday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. And we're independent consultants sharing our experiences with the Nikken active wellness technologies. Many of us have been with Nikken a long time, and we have many, many stories to tell. So we try to have a few different stories every week. And today we have a special guest, Marianne, who will be coming on. And I'm going to go through a short PowerPoint to cover Nikken in general for those who are new to us. So let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay. So Nikken is all about active wellness and helping people discover active wellness and living a life in balance. And when I discovered Nikken, I had already been on a mission to prevent problems in my family's health. And so I'd studied nutrition, and I was doing family counseling after I quit law practice to help families get healthy. And I realized that nutrition and lifestyle were huge factors in creating the stress and problems that families were having. And so I actually started writing parenting books. I always included a chapter about health and nutrition. So when I discovered Nikken, I was so excited that there was a whole nother dimension to wellness that didn't involve making people change their lifestyles. They just needed to take these products and integrate them into their daily lives. And that was very exciting to me, because it's hard to get people to shop differently, cook differently, eat differently. But if you can make them feel better just with products that they slip on their bed or into their shoes or onto their chair or their car, my goodness, that makes it a lot easier to get them interested in natural health. And what I discovered was that the daily choices we make, it's the small choices that add up over time. They have a compounding effect. Just like if you put your money in the bank at a good interest rate, it will compound year after year. And the small lifestyle choices we make every day make the difference between being humans under stress, not achieving our potential, and being humans being more, which is Nikken's motto from the very beginning. So this slide just shows that the choices we make are consistent, and over time they make a radical difference in our income, health, relationships, happiness, and success, those daily choices and habits. And it doesn't take long to change a habit, but we need to be aware and make those choices in favor of active wellness. The health environment that Nikken has evolved in is terrible. In one of the most developed countries in the world, we have more stress than ever. The chemical body burden on our systems is horrendous. And we have increasing air and water pollution, and we have 24/7 lifestyle that is interfering with our sleep. So this slide just shows that stress is the silent killer. It impacts all the early causes of death and all the quality lifestyle challenges that we have. So heart disease, diabetes, cancer, stroke, weight problems, sleep problems, fatigue, allergies, all are exacerbated by daily stress. And that is our body's stress reaction to chronic imbalances. And 70% of Americans have sleep issues, and we know that one poor night's sleep drops your immune system by 30 to 60%. It also severely interferes with memory, laying down memory after your day's experiences or any kind of learning. And of course, we function much lower if we haven't had a good night's sleep. Our air and water pollution is not going away. We have Clean Air and Clean Water Acts, but there's still chemicals being introduced every day that the regulators can't keep up with it, and us consumers can't keep up with it. So we need to do something to try to keep our air and water clean. 70 million premature deaths annually are linked to air pollution, according to the World Health Organization. And 260 contaminants have been found in tap water. That's municipally treated water. So it's not going to kill you right away. They kill any live pathogens, but there's still all kinds of chemicals, including endocrine disruptors, agricultural chemicals, medications from people upstream, and so on. And bottled water has been found to contain thousands and thousands of chemicals as well. It tastes better than tap water because they remove the chlorine, but often everything else is still in there. So our health situation is worst for the kids. They're still developing, brain and body, and to have these kinds of challenges for them is a tragedy. Obesity rates are at their highest, 36%. A third of the population is actually obese now. One out of every 5 adolescents is considered obese, and we know it's from inadequate consumption of essential nutrients. And the chronic diseases aren't just for older people anymore. They're coming in younger and younger people, including cardiovascular disease, cancers, and type 2 diabetes is quickly on the rise for the young people. Less than half adolescents get the right amount of vegetables. 27% of high school children don't get the activity that the Department of Health suggests, and it's because they don't feel like it. They don't have the energy, the nutrition, and they have extra weight, so many of them. Low-income families, of course, have it worst, and that's not just a tiny minority. That's 35 to 40% of our population who have it even worse. Not good access to healthy foods, and of course more anxiety, depression, stress, and financial challenges. So what is the answer? It is about humans being more, investing in humans, and that's really what Nikken does with their amazing technologies. We advertise being healthy by choice, not by chance, because if you leave it to chance, it's not good prospects. Choose active wellness, and that's a process where we become aware and make choices based on good information to create a successful existence. So Nikken is actually the only international comprehensive company that has a holistic approach to preventive health and balanced life. And its philosophy is based on these 5 pillars of health that Isamu Musuda, the founder, inherited from his mom, actually. And the idea is that a life in true balance, happiness and abundance, requires balance in all 5 of these areas: healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And I fell in love with this idea because when I left law, I thought I'd pretty much given up the 6-figure income that the partners in the firm were making. But I didn't want to sacrifice 80 hours a week and working with adversarial legal environment, giving up a healthy body, not having time for my family, and basically working for corporations that I didn't feel like I was helping society either. So the idea that this company was based on a philosophy that all of these things needed to be there and didn't need to be sacrificed to have your health and your time with your family and contribute to society and have a decent income was an absolutely beautiful idea. And it's based on the amazing technologies that only Nikken has to support the body and mind. So they developed, first of all, their signature technology is providing our bodies with a natural magnetic field as if we still lived outdoors. And the Earth's a giant magnet, and all living things evolved in that magnetic field. Our cellular activity is based on that natural polarity in the environment. But when we live indoors and surround ourselves with alternating electric current and now Wi-Fi, that gets distorted. The natural energy gets distorted. So we don't live as comfortably and as pain-free, and we get inflammation, we get messed up. Shorter recovery from performance, more stress building up in the body, and so on. So Nikken's an amazing discovery, and I'm so glad I discovered it. We have basically categories of stuff, over 100 different products, but we try to think of them in these 3 categories. And rest and relaxation is where the magnetic energy is incorporated into our microenvironment. Where the insoles, they're in their 4th generation of development. He's always researching. The picture on the video, the sleep system is a futon, a mattress topper that gives you that natural magnetic energy, all sustainable material produced in the US. It's an amazing product. And the whole sleep system involves pillows made with similar materials and a comforter that also has a magnet. So you're cocooned in natural energy no matter what your other sleeping environment is. And the other square there is one of our most popular products. It's the MagFlex, that's designed to stick on the lower back, because so many people, over half the country, say they have back pain from time to time. And but you can also put it on your chest if you have an allergy or fall cold. A lot of people are getting colds these days. Or on your tummy if there's cramps or you ate too much at Thanksgiving, you just put that on your tummy. The environment. We have an amazing water system. It's a unique water system in the world. It's gravity feed, portable, and it not only purifies the water, but adds back the good energy through special bioceramics, through natural alkaline stones, and the magnetic field. So it tastes fantastic. It absorbs easily into your cells and your skin. We have a shower system that has that same PyMag water technology. We also have an amazing air purifier and a full spectrum light that are the finest on the market as well. And then the nutrition line is, you could spend an hour on that. Every one of Nikken's nutrition incorporates the latest research. It's whole foods, organic based as much as possible, and priced affordably, even though the ingredients are beautifully formulated and high quality pharmaceutical grade processing. And we have an amazing bone health program that actually supports healthy bones into the later years, and an amazing antioxidant juice drink, and everything your body needs to support preventively. And so nothing's overdosed. It's all about getting great nutrition for the body. And then the skincare is second to none as well. So now I want to just mention our amazing organic-based weight management program we call Everyday Program, because you could live on this the rest of your life. It's not just a quick weight loss. It actually re-educates your body and your mind so that you don't crave carbohydrates or any refined salts or sugars, and it cleanses and balances and energizes at the same time. So do look into that if you want to really focus on preventive health or you have any kind of weight issues. So now I'm going to stop the screen share and get some stories from our special guest. Karen Rose Matthews works on this program with me, and Karen, would you please introduce our guest today? And Karen's on the phone, and we need to unmute her. Let's see. Can you unmute yourself, Karen, or I will do that? Let's see. Here you are. Karen, you need to unmute yourself. I can't seem to unmute you. Karen, hello. No, she's not unmuting. I can unmute Marianne. Yes, okay. Marianne's unmuted, and Karen, I can't seem to unmute her. So I will introduce Marianne. Thank you for joining us, Marianne. Really appreciate you being here today. And you're speaking from California. We get people on this show from all over the country and all over the continent. So please tell us what got you interested, a little bit about your background, what caught your attention with Nikken, and what's your favorite technologies?
Well, I was introduced to Nikken about 11 years ago. We were in the commercial printing business at the time, and one of our customers introduced us to Nikken. I was always interested in natural technologies and preferred a natural solution to any health problems versus going to a medical solution. The natural path was always first for me, ever since going back to my grandmother. So the sort of thing was in the family for quite a while. But I did have some allergies and asthma problems, and I was interested in the air filter. And at the time, we had a whole bundle of products that were available, and with the whole bundle, you got a special pricing and also a couple of tickets into the Nikken convention, which was coming up like the following month in Long Beach. And so we decided to get the whole package. And I'm so thankful, because if I had just bought the air filter, and it would have helped me, I know, because it already does, we probably would have just been drifted off. But now, when you have your whole wellness home with great water, great sleep, great energy, and not only and great clean fresh air right in your home, and now we have 3 filters of different generations in different rooms in the house. It helps me a lot. So that's sort of how I got into it. But today my topic would be bone health, because that's one of my favorites within Nikken, and a very unique one, I think, that Nikken offers that really is not available anywhere else. And first of all, obviously, we cannot claim to treat, heal, or cure any particular condition or disease. But that being said, the bone health products that have been developed by Nikken are patented and scientifically tested with double-blind studies, that sort of thing. So they're very solid in the technology. But for people, well, I can also mention that about half of the women and 1/4 of the men over age 50 are likely to have issues with bone fractures as a result of osteoporosis. So this is not a rare thing to happen. It's very widespread, and doesn't favor gender or race or color or anything like that. Everybody's pretty much involved. Some more than others because of certain things. But anyway, so we are all likely to be affected by bone health issues at some point in our life, especially once we get to 50, especially women. We're programmed for bone loss. We can lose up to 20% of our bone mass in the first 5 to 7 years after menopause. So it's wise to keep tabs on this by testing. Most insurance programs will permit you to have a DEXA scan, which is an X-ray scan, every couple of years, and so that's a good thing to do, is to be able to test so you know where you are. If you don't know where you are, it's hard to tell whether you're going, whether it's bone health or finances or career or whatever. So find yourself a baseline and then get retested from time to time. So there are other techniques as well that can be performed more often and are less harmful than the X-ray, namely the ultrasound bone density testing, which measures the bone density in your heel and is very indicative of the bone health of your entire body. And you should do both if you can. So assuming that you find out, like I did, my bones were breaking down faster than they were building up. And it's a natural process in your body for bones to be built up with the minerals that you take in, either in the form of food or supplements, or and then break down as a natural process to distribute to your body. And your bones are the bank for calcium and other minerals that your organs need on a daily basis. Your brain needs calcium, your heart needs calcium, your other organs all need calcium and minerals during the day, and your bones are the key to this. So the Nikken products consists of 3 different components. The first is a calcium supplement, and it's a couple of kinds of calcium as well as magnesium and a couple of other things. Your essential bone minerals are in that product called CalDense. And the second one is called Lactoferrin 2.0, which functions to absorb the calcium or absorb the minerals from your digestive system into your bloodstream. And then the third component is the osteodense, which is the transport mechanism to absorb the minerals from your bloodstream. From your bloodstream and transport it to the bones. So it's very unique. It being a patented item, I don't know of any other product on the market that's all natural, as the Nikken products are, with no known side effects, and actually some side benefits. So the Nikken product is pretty amazing. So when I found out that my bones were starting to deteriorate, I thought this might be a good time to start trying the Nikken bone products. And I was not, my bones weren't too bad, but they were down in what they call the osteopenia range, which is not normal, and it was going down. So I started taking these about 6-7 years ago, and gradually my bone density increased, and now I'm solidly in the normal range, and very happy to be there, and intend to keep doing this for the rest of my life.
That's very cool. Yes. Marianne, to see that in so many people, because even the fancy drugs that do have terrible side effects, many of them, you never see improvement. You just, they kind of stop the movement of minerals. But that's one of the things that causes so many of the side effects, because, as you said, the other organs call for those minerals, and they try to withdraw some minerals from the bones, but the drugs stop that process. And so it looks better on paper that your bones aren't losing minerals, but they're not gaining them either. And they're certainly not increasing bone strength and flexibility. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there she is, Karen Rose. Yes.
Somehow my computer, when I unmute, it doesn't unmute, so I have to go out and come back in. I don't know what happens with that. So
oh, that's too bad. Well, Marianne just shared some about her experience.
Yeah, I got back on.
You have other questions for Marianne that you'd like to ask Karen Rose?
Well, one of the things we've been talking about this, because I have my sister. I want my sister to look at this, and of course anybody else that's looking for something to increase the bone density. And we were talking about, there's a shot that you take twice a year, and that's what my sister's on. And when I was talking with Marianne, what she said, which I didn't know, is apparently it makes the bones stronger, but they're brittle. So our bone health pack, and it seems to me also that how could you take a shot, twice a year and have that really benefit your bones? To me, that just automatically, what I love about our product is it really is something, nutritional. It has no, and also there were I looked it up, and there were a lot of side effects from it. So we have something that is just such a better solution than that. And I just found that out by investigating it for my sister, and didn't know about that. We were comparing the two. So I thought that was interesting as well.
Yes, very much so. I had the same reaction, like, oh, you're going to do something every 6 months that's going to affect your bones? That's kind of scary.
Yeah, to me that sound, and taking a shot for something, I was like, how could that really, it just didn't seem. But there is also an actress that promotes it, Blythe Danner. They get it, she probably gets paid to promote it. And and my sister said that as well. She said, well, Blythe Danner promotes it or something, which I thought was interesting. how we listen to, some actress or somebody that promotes it, and, how are they, what are they coming from, and what knowledge do they have, and all of that. So that to me, it's very interesting how things are promoted in our culture. And I just love what we have, and love sharing it with people, and wanted Marianne to give her expertise, because she has a lot of great information about this.
Yes, he's really investigated it, Marianne. And can you tell us a little more, Marianne, about the difference that's made in your life, knowing that you are helping your bones stay youthful?
Well, of course, it gives me peace of mind knowing that this is working for me, and that I do have my DEXA scan every couple of years. I got to go to an MD to get an order to go get that. And that's kind of the main reason I go to the MD. And then from time to time, I have the ultrasound. My Nikken friend, Yoko Tsue, and I sponsor bone health seminars from time to time. We've had Dr. Ken Howiak put on bone health seminars for us from time to time. And Dr. Gary Lindner did one for us just a few months ago. So when we have these seminars or workshops, we've brought in someone. Well, Dr. Ken did it himself. When Dr. Lindner did it, we brought in someone who had the ultrasound bone density machine, and it's a small portable device and very easy to move around. So whenever we have these workshops, and we were doing them like every 3 to 6 months, it's very easy to get tested on a regular basis. And I found that even Costco now will bring in a team to do bone density testing for their customers at no charge. So.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what kinds of responses? You have people who do come back every to the Nikken events and get retested. Have you seen general?
Oh yeah, we have a whole cadre of people that come regularly, and even I learn something every time I hear about the Nikken bone products and about bone health in general. And I've also heard Brodie Craney do an amazing, I think he has a video on YouTube. I need to go look that up. But he has an amazing presentation about bone health that's, it really hits you upside the head if you don't get the importance of bone health after listening to his presentation. I don't know what would resonate, but anyway, and he adds his usual humor to the thing, which makes it all the more interesting.
Yes, he's a living proof of the kind of energy and enthusiasm that Nikken fosters.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful how many of us who have been on Nikken products over 10 years, like yourself and me and a number of people on this call, that we we may be over 50, over 60. I just hit 70, but we still do all those things. We ski, we hike, we skate, we dance, and we don't have so many of the chronic complaints that people our age tend to have in this society. And the reason we have this show is because we're so grateful to Nikken. So thank you, Marianne, very much for being on our product showcase today. And Karen Rose, I'm sorry you had technical difficulties, but thanks for your help. And I'm going to end now. We're out of time. So let me go to a couple more closing slides. Come on. Just to sum up, ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. So in 5 years, if you want stronger bones, you've heard about that. And getting balance in your life. Nikken has ways of helping you in all those areas and really creating a life of balance and total health. So you can begin your new success story anywhere you want. We recommend get a hold of the technology. Start with the insoles, the water system, the sleep system, or get a whole wellness home like Marianne did and like I did when I started. I'm like, this stuff is cool. I'm going to get as much as I can afford right now. And then if you get as excited as we are, you can become a part-time entrepreneur, share it with your friends and family, and start earning from Nikken. They pay generously for the word of mouth advertising that we do as marketers for Nikken. And you can also have a full-time entrepreneurial career and a home-based business. And I love that. Having been a family counselor, I know how important it is for parents to have the time they need to be the parents they want to be. And having a home-based business is an awesome way to do it. So thank you very much for joining us, and do get a hold of Nikken's products, and tune in next week. We have another product showcase in the evening at 8 o'clock Eastern time, product showcase. And we also have other live programs through the royalalliance.com. That's the royalalliance.com live throughout the week. So you can go to that website and find out other programs that you can watch. And so thank you for joining me, and I'm going to stop the share now, and I'll stop the recording. So thank you for joining us.